Hey everybody, and welcome to Anime for Life. Well, it seems Funimation is back up to its usual bullshit that it's been doing for the past year now, and they have just taken down one of the most anticipated anime series for a lot of us anime fans, and it was called Interspecies Reviewers. And I won't lie, it was, well, I guess still is. You can still find it in other places, but it's very racy, to say the least. It makes series like High School DxD, Valkyrie Drive, Quasar. I can never name the full title of that properly, but you get the point. It makes all of those seem like lamb chops play along. Like, this series is hardcore on the fan service, to the point that it's just brushing the line of hentai, especially that third episode, man. I'm surprised it was not dubbed a hentai. But Funimation picked it up, and they said, we're going to have it as a simul dub / sub. So as it comes out in Japan, it'll also come out here. And that was great. That was kind of nice to hear. But at the same time, I had kind of my feelings, which I actually made another video of, kind of calling them out on how the Puritan SJWs would be getting all outraged over it. And sure enough, they did, and it has now been pulled. And so somebody wrote asking what this is all about. Why'd you pull it? You said you were going to do a simuldub. And this was their response. Hello, Funimation user. Thank you for contacting Funimation support. We appreciate your business. Sure you do. After careful consideration, the series was removed from the service as it falls outside our standards. We have the utmost respect for our creators, so rather than substantially alter the content, we felt taking down was the most respectful choice. Please let us know if you have any other questions or concerns. Yeah, I've got a question. How come if you didn't want to substantially alter content because you felt that it was disrespectful, why the fuck are you letting Jamie Markey do all this shit? Like, why are you letting her do that to fucking Dragon Maid and all these other series that she's in, huh? Because you sure as hell allowed her to do that, and it's been proven. Yeah, it's a bit of a call-out video, I suppose. I'll admit I'm salty. But it's hypocrisy at its finest. And they also say, take it down at its, was the most respectful choice. And somebody also wrote, I believe it was the same person who wrote them initially, asking them why they picked it up in the first place then, if they were just going to remove it. And they said, oh, we didn't know what it was that we were picking up. Well, why the fuck would you pick it up in the first place then? Like, you're not going to make any money by just cherry picking here and there, just blindfolded. No company is going to make any money or go anywhere by just blindly picking just random shows, whether it's animes or a frickin' soap opera. That's just not going to work. You have to do your research into this. Even if you substantially alter the content, you still need to do your research to some extent to know what you're doing and what the basic story is. Like, that's the most ridiculous excuse that they could have possibly come up with. Like, just why don't you literally just come out and blatantly say, yeah, it was way too much fan service for our fucking taste. And I'm just being polite with that right now. So, I'll just leave it at that. But, like, why couldn't you just said that? It's like, yeah, it was too 18A for us, so we decided to just drop it. instead of just trying to beat around the bush. Honesty is the best policy. But they seriously could have made a shit ton of money with this, and likely brought back a lot of people that had unsubscribed to them because of all the bullshit with all the censoring. Even if they did censor, and on all honesty, I hate censorship. I despise it. But with this series, you know what? If they censored it a bit, I couldn't blame them, really. Like, this series, as I said, really, really teeters the line of a hentai. And I've seen the uncensored version. You can find uncensored versions on different websites. I believe Kiss Anime is one. I've got it saved in my favorites somewhere. And it's uncensored, and yeah, it's uncensored. So, yeah, the only thing that literally chops it off from being hardcore ecchi and hentai is literally the conveniently placed camera angles, and that is literally it. If it weren't for that, it would be hentai. You could even argue that it is softcore. So yeah, they took it down and are now making weak ass excuses as to why they've done it. All of which any educated person with a few working brain cells can just see straight through their bullshit. It's got nothing to do with we didn't want to alter it because it's disrespectful, because they fucking do it all the time with all sorts of different series, like they've done with frickin' Dragon Maid, and I believe they did it with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sailor Moon, but I could be wrong. They may not have been by Funimation. Those are older series. So, and I'm talking about the original, not the new. So don't quote me on those two. But I know they were censored really heavily too in the West. But I definitely know they censored Dragon Maid. So that's my prime example. So that excuse there is bullshit. And they alter lines all the time too. So you can't use it as a leg to stand on. But if they want to lose money, you know what? That's fine. Let them lose money. They're just going to keep losing more and more viewers, more and more subscribers, and eventually when they tank and they hit rock bottom and they're wondering why the hell did this happen, maybe go back and see the decisions you've made, and maybe that'll clue you in. But there is a slight bit of hope. And if you're looking for a possible way to get a dub, I was just looking around and I found that they have made a petition for Sentai Filmworks to pick it up. And I'll leave a link in the description below for that. So if you want to see a dub, sign this petition and send it to Sentai. I don't think the chances are very good, but miracles have happened, right? So I'm just going to leave it at that. Just giving an update on more bullshit that Funimation has been now known to be typical for. And if I'm correct, the new episode of Interspecies Reviewers comes out on, I believe it's kissanime.com. So I'm going to go there and check it out and see just how hot and steamy it is there. And see if it can top episode 3, because holy crap was that hardcore. But until then, keep enjoying anime, and anime for life.